Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. And today is Monday, December 29th, and I am reading The Shadow Rising. I am 45% into it, page 432, and I would love to finish this book before the end of the year, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I still have over 500 pages to go. And yes, I still have 3 days, but I still want to read another book because I just need to read one book to finish a reading challenge. So it would be, really stupid to just not complete the challenge because I didn't read one book, and it is short-ish, but still it will take me obviously some time. And yeah, I don't think realistically I'm gonna finish this book until the end of the year. Like I said, I would absolutely love to. I am going to try without forcing myself. So yeah, but I am loving it. I am absolutely loving it. This is a reread, and I gave this book 4.5 in my first read, and this time it's also at least gonna be 4.5 because I am loving it. And there is one of my favorite scenes of the entire series happens in this book, and I read it last night. So I absolutely loved it. It was so good. It was even better the second time around because I knew what was happening from the beginning. So I had so much fun. And yeah, I'm having a blast. I want to at least finish it by the end of the week. I think that I can do. I want to read that other book that I said, which is We Who Have Never Known Men. I think that's the title of it. And those are my reading plans. I don't know if I'll get through anything else because these 2 weeks I'm mostly just staying in my parents' house, and I always read less while I'm here because also I'm trying to relax while I'm off from work and just watch things, catch up on things, write things, and just also do nothing. And on the 31st we are going to have dinner at someone else's house, so for a lot of hours I'm not going to be home to read. And on Friday, I'm going to hang out with my friends. So also won't really have time to read much that day. And today, actually, in 40 minutes, I'm going to the hair salon. So no, that's also happening because I'm going to redo my highlights, because my highlights are I don't know if you can even see that, but they're here because last time I did them was in June, so obviously my hair is grown, and I'm also gonna cut the ends of my hair because they're not looking the best. So is it gonna look much different? No, probably not. It's gonna look pretty much the same, but I'm gonna be happier about it. So that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna be there also, probably for a while because I do need to, dye a bit of my hair and also cut it. And yeah, so, and I still haven't read anything today, and it's 4:21. So yeah, not looking great for completing this book in these 3 days. But yeah, those are all of my plans. I think I'm also just going to eat before leaving. And yeah, I think that is all for this intro, and welcome to the vlog. Hello. So I think I haven't updated this vlog at all since the beginning of the week, in the beginning of the vlog. So I am definitely failing on that. Also, I don't know what those lines are about. They keep appearing as I'm filming in this spot. I think it's this light that I have shining on my face, but I'm not entirely sure. Because when I film with just the overhead light, that doesn't happen. But it's almost 1 a.m. So that overhead light is not going to be enough to give us enough light. But I did not finish The Shadow Rising before the end of the year because it's Friday today. I don't know if I even mentioned that. It's the 2nd of January. So yeah, I did not finish this book before the end of 2025. I'm now on page 791, which is like 80-ish%. So I'm making progress, slowly but steadily. But yeah, I did not finish it, but I did read the other book that I wanted to read. And I read it on the 30th, I think. So yeah, like I read some of this on Monday. Then on Tuesday, yeah, I read the other book, like in the entirety of the other book. Then on Wednesday, which was the 31st, I read like absolutely nothing because I was like out of the house. And then when I got home, I honestly didn't feel like doing anything. And then we went to like have the New Year's dinner like at other people's house. So like, I was gone for a while, and after I got back, I was too tired. There was no way I was going to be reading anything. And so I got back to reading this yesterday. I read like 100 pages yesterday, I think exactly 100 pages. And today I read a bit over 100 pages, like 120-ish. So yeah, making some progress, but clearly have not finished yet, but I am loving it. Like something just happened in the part that I read today, and I just like finished reading for today a while ago, and like I did not remember it was in this book. I don't know why, but I didn't remember it was gonna happen in this book because I only remember like one big thing that happened, like I think around the halfway point of the book or like just before halfway. And I thought that happened like way later in the book. So like when that happened, I was like, what's gonna happen now? But yeah, something also like pretty big just happened. And yeah, it's not, nice. It's not a good thing that happened, but it's like something major and something that leads to, I guess, exciting things in the future, at least like interesting things and like new stuff about the magic in the future. But like for now, it's really like a tragic situation, and the characters are struggling, and I feel bad for them. So I am, not happy, but I know that in the future that will lead to interesting things. And yeah, I continue to have a lot of fun in this book. I am having just such a good time, and I plan to finish it still this week or like the weekend because I have just under 200 pages and I have 2 days left. And also I just have 2 days left like off of work, which is also tragic. I'm sad. I'm not ready to go back to work. But, anyway, like I said, I want to finish it by the end of this week. And I think that I can. Hopefully I will. And yeah, like I said, I read the other book that I want to read, which is I Who Have Never Known Men. And like I have seen a lot of people read this book. And so like I knew that it wasn't really gonna have a like satisfying ending, in the sense that like I knew there was gonna be no explanation because everyone I've seen like review this book says that. And like sometimes that is not a problem for me and sometimes it is, and I never know until I get there. But so basically we are following a group of 40 women who are like prisoners. They're like in cages somewhere, and we don't know why they're there, and they also don't know why they're there. And we are following from the point of view of like the youngest person there, and like everyone else, all the other women, they remember their lives like before they were taken there, like they remember the outside. And this younger character, like she doesn't remember anything from the outside because she was brought there like very young, and so all that she knows is like life there. Like I said, they don't know why they're there. They don't know like what is happening to the world outside. Like they have no idea where they are, like anything. And our main character, the youngest girl, she like I said, has no idea about the world outside. So she has no like preconceived notions of how the world works, I guess. And she's trying to like make sense of like their small world, like where they live, and she's trying to figure out like time and just trying to make sense of things. And since she has no other like knowledge of other things, she's being able to just like create their own logic of things, which was very interesting to see, and like how the others reacted to that as well. And there are like three, I would say, distinct parts of this book, although I don't think it's separated in parts or even in chapters. Like I listened to the audiobook, so like I didn't read it physically. Like I mostly listened to it. I actually listened to like half of it while I was on my run, and then I just finished when I got home. Yeah, I don't think it's separated like at all. I don't remember hearing like chapter numbers, and definitely not parts. But the book is definitely like, it has three distinct things happening, or like three distinct situations, I guess, happening. And I really, really like the first and the second, and the third and last was definitely like my least favorite. So I didn't like love the lead up to the ending, but I actually didn't mind that we didn't really get an explanation. Like I just accepted that that's, you know, how it worked, and that actually didn't really bother me. But I thought it was very, very, very interesting, but I didn't love the last, you know, section of the book. But still, it was a very interesting read and had very interesting discussions there. And I gave it 4 stars. And that was actually like my last read of 2025. And this will be my first read of 2026. And like I said, so on Wednesday, we went to like have our New Year's Eve dinner at like other people's place. And like before that, during the day, my mom and I actually went to like have lunch at a new ramen place that opened up in the city near us. It was really good. And then we went to like do some shopping as well. And then yesterday, I don't think I did anything, honestly. And today I met up with my friends, and we were gonna have like brunch on a spot that none of us had gone to, but we had seen that it looked good, and we were gonna go there. And actually like on the city like near me, and it was like farther away from them, but they came here. And when we got to this place, it was actually closed. And then we went to another place that I had already been at, and we ate, and then we walked around and we went to like a bookstore and just, you know, around the city, and it was really fun. And like it was supposed to rain today, and it didn't, so that was also great. And yeah, that was like the main thing that happened today. And then I just read 100 and something pages of this, and that is where we're at. And tomorrow I want to film and edit my wrap up for October, November, and December, which is going to take me so long. So I'm already like dreading that. And it's still like, you know, it's not even the day of the filming yet. I'm already dreading it because it's going to take me so long. I'm going to be talking for so long. Filming wrap-ups is always a struggle. Like, I like to have them filmed, but like the actual filming always takes everything out of me. But yeah, that is tomorrow. And I also, like I said, plan on finishing this book. And yeah, I think that is all that I had to tell you. And I don't know if I will talk to you over the weekend, to be honest, because like I'll only be reading this book and I can't talk like specifics about it. So unless like something, you know, major happens, I think that I will just talk to you on Monday to just, you know, wrap up the vlog. So it's Monday and I'm here to wrap up this vlog, and I did in fact finish reading The Shadow Rising yesterday. And I actually didn't I don't have it here because since I finished reading it while I was at my parents' house, I was like, I'm not gonna bring that massive brick of a book to my place just so I can hold it to talk about it for a couple minutes and then for a thumbnail. I couldn't be bothered to do that. So I don't have it here, but I did finish it yesterday and I absolutely loved it. It was so fun. Some of my favorite scenes, I think I've said this a million times already, but some of my favorite scenes in the entire series were in this book, and other scenes that I didn't remember that were in this book that I were really cool. Some of them not in a good way because they were tragic, but really cool to read, were also in this book. And so I had such a great time. And then when I got to the end, I was like, is this 4.5 or is this 5 stars? And I mean, not when I got to the end. I was thinking about that throughout the whole time as I was reading the book, because I did give it 4.5 even on the first time I read it, because the scenes were as amazing the first time I read them. And I was talking to my bestie about it, and I was like, I don't know, because there were definitely some moments that I felt they were 5 stars, but I'm not sure all of the 1,000 pages of this book felt like 5 stars. And she was like, it's insane to ask for 1,000 pages to feel like 5 stars. And I was like, no, you're right. And then I was like, this scene was definitely 5 stars, and then this scene, and then this scene, and this scene, and this scene, and this scene. And I kept saying scenes. I was like, okay, maybe it was 5 stars. So many things were 5 stars, and most of the scenes and all of the important scenes were 5 stars, and things that I now really understood, because at the moment, when I first read them, I didn't really know, in some scenes, you weren't supposed to know who was the character that was doing this. And now, reading it for the second time, I knew already who was doing it, and it made so much sense, and it was so cool. And also there was a character that was introduced in this book. I mean, they have appeared before, but really more introduced. They really had a whole conversation and talk about their life a little bit in this book that I didn't know it was in this book that already happened. So I'm very excited for that character to be really part of the story. And yeah, I had so much fun, and I decided to give it 5 stars. So my first book of 2026, the first one I finished in 2026, because I did start this book in 2025, was 5 stars. So I love that for me. And then after I got back here, I started another book, and I started reading Wayward, which is the second book in the Wanderers, I think, duology. And this is dystopian, and I had to read a spoiler review, because I remember the premise of the start of the first book, and then I remember that at the end there was this crazy reveal, but I didn't remember what the crazy reveal exactly was. I remember that I was oh shit when I read it, but then I didn't remember exactly what it was. But then I was oh shit when I read the review, and I was like, yeah, that was indeed crazy. And so basically I only got to 7%, so I didn't read much. But basically in the first book, some people start seemingly sleepwalking, and they all seem to converge, and they clearly, or they seem at least, to have a destination in mind, because they're all walking in the same direction, and they don't stop to eat, to sleep, to anything. They just walk. And then some people, mostly the friends and family of those sleepwalkers, they also join the group, and the main character that we follow is actually the sister of the first sleepwalker, and so she's following this group. And then we're also following other people, some scientists, studying this phenomenon and seeing trying to figure out what the hell is happening. And yeah, then we get a crazy reveal at the end, and basically the world is now very different in this second book. Some crazy things have happened, and we are seeing the characters adapt to all the changes. And like I said, I only read 7%, so not much has happened yet. But yeah, I'm excited, and that is all that I have read. And honestly, I don't think I have done much since I last talked to you. I think I talked to you on Friday. So on Saturday, I managed to film and edit my wrap-up, which is what I really wanted to do, but I wasn't sure I was gonna have the time, because I had to leave the house. But I got back home in time
for there still to be like some sunlight. So yeah, I filmed, I edited that. I also went on a run in which I listened to the Shadow Rising, which was super fun. And then on Sunday, so like yesterday, I went on a much shorter run, but that was way harder because like my legs were still absolutely dead. And I almost finished listening to the Shadow Rising, and then I just finished it after I got home. And yeah, I, got my things ready, I packed, and I came back to my place. And yeah, that is it. And so to wrap up what I read this week. So I read I Have Never Known Men. I finished the Shadow Rising and I started Wayward, which was 832 pages, which honestly, more than I expected. That is like more than 100 pages a day. And there was like one day in which I didn't read. And like I always say, I always read way less when I'm at my parents' house. So I'm actually really happy with that. And also like, I'm really happy with the books that I read because I had a 4-star and a 5-star. And this one, I am not, that much into it yet, but I am enjoying it. That's it for the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. And I wish everyone a happy 2026, although this is not my first 2026 video. But I still obviously wish everyone a happy 2026. And yeah, that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a like and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time. Bye!